North Korea fires 2 missiles after U.S. submarine arrives in South. North Korea fired 2 suspected ballistic missiles into the sea on Tuesday, just hours after a U.S. submarine arrived in South Korea for joint military exercises. The launch is a clear provocation by North Korea, and comes as tensions on the Korean peninsula are already high. BBC. Israel's parliament approves key part of Netanyahu's judicial overhaul as opposition exits chamber. Israel's parliament has approved a key part of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's controversial judicial overhaul, after the opposition walked out of the chamber in protest. The bill would give the government greater control over the appointment of judges, and is seen by critics as an attempt by Netanyahu to protect himself from corruption charges. The Guardian. Kremlin accuses Kyiv of deliberate attack on Russian journalist, AFP reporter hurt. The Kremlin has accused Ukraine of carrying out a deliberate attack on a Russian journalist in Kyiv, which injured an AFP photographer. The journalist, Oksana Baulina, was killed in the attack, which also injured another journalist and a civilian. The Telegraph. U.S. chides Israel over judicial overhaul law after lawmakers defy Biden. The United States has chided Israel over its passage of a judicial overhaul law, which has been criticized by legal experts and human rights groups. The law gives the government greater control over the appointment of judges, and is seen by critics as an attempt by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to protect himself from corruption charges. The New York Times. Benjamin Netanyahu in hospital as Israeli judicial crisis flares. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has been admitted to hospital for tests, as the country's political crisis continues to deepen. Netanyahu is facing corruption charges, and the judicial overhaul law has further polarized the country. The Times of Israel. Russian attack on Odessa kills 1, damages cathedral, Ukrainian officials say. A Russian missile attack on the Ukrainian city of Odessa has killed 1 person and damaged a cathedral, Ukrainian officials say. The attack comes as Russia intensifies its attacks on Ukraine's infrastructure. The BBC. Tourists flee wildfire on Greek island Rhodes, flights cancelled. A wildfire on the Greek island of Rhodes has forced tourists to flee and flights to be cancelled. The fire has been burning for several days, and has destroyed homes and businesses. The Guardian. Pence says Trump's conduct during 2021 Capitol attack was reckless, not criminal. Former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence has said that Donald Trump's conduct during the 2021 Capitol attack was reckless, but not criminal. Pence's comments come as the House Select Committee investigating the attack continues to hold public hearings. The New York Times. Iran bans film festival after publicity poster of actress without hijab surfaces. Iran has banned a film festival after a publicity poster of an actress without a hijab surfaced. The poster showed the actress, Tarana Amani, with her hair uncovered, which is against Iran's strict dress code for women. The BBC. Woman pees on floor of U.S. plane after being stopped from using lavatory. A woman was arrested after she allegedly peed on the floor of a U.S. plane after being stopped from using the lavatory. The incident happened on a flight from Las Vegas to New York City. The New York Post.